Hello, my name is Arthur Serkov, and I am running for Alaska State Senate in from North Pole. My beliefs and what I will fight for is sovereignty of the state and sovereignty more than the state, the sovereignty of the individual. In particular, using the model of the state overriding the federal position on marijuana, I would like to override the jurisdiction of the FDA so that the state of Alaska has sovereignty in the question of food and drugs. I would also like to abolish any influence of the Department of Education within the jurisdiction of Alaska. As a matter of fact, simplify the entire educational system, period. It should just be a matter of parents and teachers. Remove standardized testing, give sovereignty to everybody involved, the parents to do as they wish with the children, the teachers to do what they wish as the children, so that the government, the state or federal government, has no influence on this process. That also includes things like agriculture. I'm going to fight to remove the agricultural regulations. Really, anything that the federal government does works against the people. So, my goal is to run for office, but really it's to, as when I enter office, to curb the power of the very office that I sit in, with the hope that the people will achieve what I want to achieve much better than any state, federal government can do for them. I'm also for Alaskans not paying any federal income taxes because that is theft in the truest degree. Same thing with property taxes. We all know that other than realistically roads, none of those governments do anything for us Alaskans. So we can completely remove those taxes on the people, which allows the people to gain more wealth and therefore more sovereignty, and get the ability to decide what they want to do with their extra money. So if you add up all the money in taxes, property, federal licensing, all that money, a person is taxed up to 50% of everything they make. Not to mention estate taxes, all of that. It's just somebody in the government writing more money into legislation for themselves and their friends. So I strongly am against this. I'm a proponent of completely abolishing taxes, making taxes voluntary. I'm not saying I'm against government or anything, but if the people of Alaska, to whom I wish to bestow as much sovereignty as possible, decide that they want to spend a lot of money on the road system, then those people have the right to gather their money voluntarily and oversee the construction of the road processes that they want to see. If the people decide they want to have it somewhere, let them decide. And one last thing that I really strongly will fight for is the Silver PFD resolution, which the Alaska Independence Party has taken, which is going to call to repatriate the entire permanent fund from the current financial markets. As many of you know, the United States dollar is in a precarious situation, and the U.S. government strongly risks a debt default, during which the value of the dollar goes to zero. Whether you have $1,000,000 or you have $1,000 or you have $1, all of that can become equalized within a day. So people's hard-earned money that they've spent years and decades accumulating will very soon, I believe, become nothing, become worthless. And if we do not repatriate the permanent fund out of stocks, which are bloated, completely bloated, they're just printing value into them, out of real estate, equally bloated, out of bonds, out of money markets, out of every single thing that is denominated in paper currency, then the we are one day as a state going to become just completely impoverished. On the other hand, if we and other legislators get our heads on straight, we repatriate the entirety of the 81 billion dollars worth of permanent fund value, and we put that into the state of Alaska, within the physical area of Alaska, into vaults. That would, at current prices, get us over 3.3 billion ounces, which is well over 5,000 ounces per Alaskan. And where that goes later on is going to depend on how the people vote. But I think it is time that the state of Alaska stop doing the pursuing fiscal discipline, which is controlled completely at the behest of Wall Street, So that's the general platform of my party. Of my campaign. I will fight more than anything for the sovereign citizen above all else in all aspects of governance.